What is up, geeks, nerds, dorks, and otaku cosplay bitches? NWN here, aka Young Negro, catch him in the Dota region flexing, and this is the Gaming Illuminati podcast. We are the Enlightened Gamers, back just in time for episode 29. Rocking with me today, I got my co-host. He is the Ricky Rubio of gaming and has 11,000 subscribers, but still claims to be the leader of the underground. Game Fanatic 386, can we get your opening statement, sir?
First of all, I want to say, hey, I'm still here. I scared y'all at the last video. Y'all thought I was leaving, but I'm still here. We squashed all that stuff, man. We back in here doing another podcast. Also, it's the Rebel of the Underground. Rebel of the YouTube Underground, sir? Rebel?
You still claim to be underground. That was the whole point.
Hey, I'm still underground. I don't have 400,000 subscribers.
Nigga. I want you to think about 11,000 people in one room. Exactly. Exposed. And my other co-host, he is a St. Louis native who arches his eyebrows out of respect for the St. Louis Arch. UCXJD the Don. What is your opening statement? Go.
I know y'all been waiting on the podcast. Y'all been fiending too, like some crackheads. You got to have it. I know we've been on smack time, but we are here finally to put out another podcast. So hope y'all enjoy it.
And my opening statement for today is the summer gaming drought is in full effect, and you know it is dry because people are excited for a beta because their platform has no games. Also, make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes. The show is also posted there first. You can take it on the go and all that bullshit. The show is available on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/GamingIlluminati. Keep in mind that we spell Illuminati with an N as in naughty or nice, as well as Stitcher Radio. Links to all that bullshit in the description box below. A few announcements before we get into the show. BioWare wants your feedback for Mass Effect 4. If you weren't aware, they got a lot of backlash for Mass Effect 3. So they are conducting a survey as far as what you want to see in the next Mass Effect. So if you want to participate in that, they want to hear what you have to say. Battlefield 4's Dragon DLC has came out since the last time we did the podcast. Assassin's Creed has dropped a few dope trailers for Assassin's Creed Unity you guys should check out. Battlefield Hardline was delayed. And The Last of Us Remastered just dropped. You guys have anything to say about The Last of Us Remastered, or you want me to keep it moving?
I want to get it.
Because you never played it, right?
Yep, that's the only reason.
Sure.
I see people who can actually tell the difference between 30 and 60 frames. So shout out to y'all for actually being able to tell the difference now. I don't know why it took this game for y'all to find out, but at least y'all can see it.
Hold on, look at that article, ModernWarNegro. You might want to just add that in there somewhere.
Alright. What's the name? Let's open the conversation with some Destiny talk. JG and I both played the Destiny beta. Tick didn't get a chance to play it. What's the name? That's because you just didn't have a beta code or something?
I didn't have a beta code, and I wasn't going to pay for Xbox Live either.
True.
Yeah, that's right.
There have been I've heard people canceling their pre-orders after playing the beta. What are your initial thoughts on the Destiny beta, JG?
I hate to say it, but who was that actually said that it was boring when they got to play it?
That was me. I said it was boring.
No. It was.
It was Kotaku.
Yeah, Kotaku. When Kotaku said it was boring, I was initially ready to bite their heads off. Like, nah, can't be. Not Bungie.
Everybody in the comment section was.
Yeah, not Bungie, man. But after playing it, it wasn't what I expected. I was disappointed at. First of all, the campaign, because I know a lot of people didn't even play it. Well, actually, no, I take that back. You had to play the campaign until you at least got to level 5. But it wasn't totally open world like I thought. So that's definitely something that I was disappointed at. And as far as the PvP aspect, that also wasn't what I was expecting. And to top it all off, people were getting super excited and try hard over a beta. And the way that people acted towards the game just turned me off ultimately. I'm still going to try it, but I'm just a little bit disappointed after playing the beta. It definitely wasn't what I was expecting, so...
I wouldn't buy the game if I wasn't doing a review on it. That's just the honest assessment of the beta. Tick was actually right on this. They gave us way too much, and I felt like I played more than enough to figure out whether or not I like this game. And it's not a bad game by any means. Basically, it's Borderlands gameplay combined with the Halo art style and then the Mass Effect biotics as well as the mission structure. And you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, wow, that's like amazing, taking those three amazing games and mushing them together and creating something new. But the issue that I have with the game is it takes the elements from those three games, but it doesn't add anything new to the formula to give the game its own identity. And then also, I feel like it lacks the charm that those three games have. So it just feels like another shooter to me. And then on top of that, they ripped off the tower in Destiny. That's Mass Effect Citadel. The biotics, like they straight ripped the biotics in Destiny off from Mass Effect. Like I'm talking about the animation for just exactly the same. Like, and I was saying, I think I tweeted it, I was like, I feel like fucking Bungie owes BioWare some royalties because they straight ripped Mass Effect off. The mission structure, flying from planet to planet, is just like Mass Effect. And then the multiplayer, the PvP aspect, I don't like the fact that if someone's a higher level than you, then they can kill you a lot easier, because when we were playing the PvP aspect, I was shooting people and I would get a lot of headshots and I would be killing them. But then you get that one guy who would come in, I was like level 5, he was level 8, he come in and hit me with a biotic blast and he killed like the whole team. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. And I'm like, this is not even about skill, it's about what level you are. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
These hoes ain't loyal.
I didn't like it.
I just wasn't expecting that part. I mean, I understand it's PvP, but then again, like with Bungie, we all just have Halo in mind when we think about this. So I don't know how well it will do with someone having a clear advantage in the PvP aspect when you're talking about a shooter. So I just don't know how it's going to work out. I hope that they have like a separate playlist or something where everyone is on the uneven playing field.
Just a shooter mode, yeah.
Yeah, but then again, the funny thing about that is when we talk about even playing fields, they had the Iron Banner playlist, which gave people who had better items an even bigger advantage over someone who was a level 5. So I just didn't even understand it. And then the whole fact that I was trying to play it like Halo, and that's my fault. Because it does feel like Halo as far as the movements, but I was trying to play it like Halo, and of course people were just cheesing all day, and I was just like, man, I don't know how much fun I'm gonna have with this game. So I'll try it out. I'm not gonna be fully just not sold on it, but it just wasn't what I was expecting, not from Bungie. So I don't know if it was Bungie's fault. I don't know how long they were working on this game. I don't know if Activision had any influence on it, but it was a disappointment coming from them, because they generally make great games.
This is just another case of too much hype. That's why I don't get hype over shit now. I'm like, man, fuck these games. I get it when it come out. Fuck a beta.
I was never really hyped for it like that. I mean, like, I was looking forward to it, but I wouldn't say I was hyped for it. But this really just let me down. But yeah, people was. But like, this goes back to what I was saying earlier. I feel like, were people really excited for this game, or were y'all just excited that you finally had something to play on your next gen consoles? Like, you finally felt like you had something to justify your purchase. And
with the Sony guys just happy.
Yeah, judging by Twitter, a lot of people were disappointed in this game. Like, it's just not what it was cracked up to be. And on top of that, one of the devs let go that there's only going to be one destination per planet. So basically, like, the planet that was playing on, JG, that, like, you basically saw everything. Pretty much.
I'm so bad, bro.
That is terrible, bro. And they're claiming this is quote unquote an MMO. Like, an MMO, like, there's no loading and shit like that unless you're going to a whole new continent, basically.
Yep.
But like, this is not no damn MMO, and don't let them fool you, bro. Like, it's levels. It's levels, man. Like I said,
might as well get an Xbox One, Jay. Get the Halo Anniversary Edition.
Fucking.
Oh, you're a Halo fan. You might as well.
I don't know, man. I got some thinking I gotta do, but I don't know. We'll see.
That tower in Destiny is just like the Mass Effect Citadel. In between missions, you go and you talk to the people, and it looks just like it. Yeah. I don't know, man. But like, when we was playing the PvP, like I said, I was capturing a flag. I popped 5 people in the head. I killed them all. It took a couple shots, but I got them all. And then one dude comes running through the middle, and the whole team's capturing the flag. It's all 5 of us. He jumps in the air and does a biotic move and kills us all because we were level 5 and he was level 8. After that moment, I turned the game off. I didn't play the beta again. After that, I was like, nope. This game is not about skill. Nope.
And then the funniest thing about that, and I'm pretty sure it's going to happen because every time something leaks, it generally becomes true. Someone saw in the Steam library that Destiny was on there, and it was slated for March 2015. So I don't even know if this game will come on a PC. And I really contemplated, do
But
I
Jay,
really
you also
want a
gotta
console now?
You also got to explain to them, for those that don't understand. For those of you unaware, when something pops up in the Steam files, that usually means it's true, and it's coming to PC.
Yeah,
I mean, they already said when it was like before it even released, they were saying it's not, we're not saying that it's not coming out for PC. It's just not going to come out when it launches for the consoles.
Yeah, so it's another timed exclusive.
And normally, what I like about this is, even though it sucks that it's coming out later, but normally when they're doing this, they're optimizing it correctly so it'll come out and it'll play right for the PC. Normally, when a game drops at the same time as the console, sometimes it always has issues on the PC optimization wise.
Doesn't really matter what platform it's on. Like, I don't really look forward to playing it. It's boring. Like, it's just one of those games where, like, you got to be playing with a full party, and you guys got to be acting silly to be having fun with it. Because if you're just playing by yourself with one other person, you just going mission to mission. The mission structure is so fucking boring. You run to one area, a group of enemies come out like Gears of War Horde mode. You kill all the enemies, and then you press the square button or whatever to turn in the item, and then you run back and tell the guy you completed the mission. Like, it was just so boring. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah,
we had more fun kicking the ball around on the damn tower, the Citadel. Tower.
I wasn't even paying attention to the story. That's how bored I was. I was like, wait a minute. As soon as I completed the first mission, I said, why am I going back into orbit? Aren't I supposed to be traversing the planet? But no, you go back in orbit, you go back to the little tower, and then you got items, and then it say, okay, well, whenever you're ready, go back to orbit. And I was like, okay. And then I picked another part on Earth. And I said, this reminds me of something. This isn't an MMO. Like, this is choosing missions. Get out of here.
I ain't like Borderlands, so I'm pretty
you
much sure.
You won't like it, Tick. You won't like it at all. Nah.
Borderlands, as far as the mission structure, was better than that, though. It's seamless.
Well, yeah, because Borderlands was a lot more open world.
Yeah, and that's what I was expecting this to be. When people said that they compared it to Borderlands, I thought that you were going to, even though, of course, there are multiple planets, I would think that you would at least traverse the planet, and then when you're done, then you can fly to the next planet. Not do one mission and then go back to orbit, go back to the tower, and then choose another spot on the planet.
And Bungie talking about there's gonna be a 10-year game.
10 years? Oh,
hell nah, bro. Like, this shit won't last a year, I don't think, bro. This is another Titanfall, bro. This is another Titanfall asleep. This shit was destined to make me sleep.
Hate it had to be Bungie, dog. Hate it had to be Bungie.
I don't know, man. Well, maybe they still got some surprises up their sleeve. Let's reserve judgment. But for now, based off the beta, from what I've seen, I wasn't impressed. And if you're a Destiny fanboy, just keep in mind, if they put it out there, we have the right to judge it. All right. Keep it moving. Xbox Entertainment Studio shut down. Now, when this studio, first of all, they shut down the whole television department, right? And when this story broke, this shit was hilarious to me because I posted it on the website before we took it down, and like a lot of Sony fanboys exposed themselves because they didn't even read the article. They read the title, which by the way, the title of the article was not clickbait. It was 100% accurate, and they just assumed Xbox Entertainment Studios equals the entire Xbox division. Yeah, and they was like, Sony wins. And I was like, look at these fucking fanboys, yo. It was pretty funny reading that comment section. But yeah, they basically getting rid of the television division. How y'all feel about that?
They had a television division? Hold up.
Yeah, they were having Halo, the show, or whatever, supposed to be on there.
Supposed to be. Did they did they actually get anything established?
Nah. Well, first of all, the Halo show that's being directed by Steven Spielberg, it's still coming. But whatever quote unquote pilots or shows that they were working on, they've been scrapped. And supposedly what led to this is they just couldn't secure any quality content, basically. Like, I guess they were looking for the Xbox The Orange is Black. Like, they're like, like a Netflix original that was going to blow them up, and they just couldn't, I guess, find a good writer to give them a TV show, so they decided to scrap it.
Womp womp.
Interesting. Not really worried, and it doesn't have anything to do with the video game division. And another thing, why or y'all getting excited that a company that you do not like is going out of business? It doesn't matter what's going on, what division it is. Why would you get excited about that? Y'all are some frauds. I don't understand why you want people to lose their jobs and possibly lose, game series that other people may like.
People are using that as leverage because 18,000 people lost their jobs over this, and people were using that as like leverage. I seen people making videos, they getting layoffs. Like, why would you? Why is that funny to you? I did the laugh. But like, why would you laugh at that? Like, 18,000 people lost their jobs. How is that funny to you? And then on top of that, it's not good that this studio goes out of business. It's never good to have less competition because the less competition for Sony, the more bullshit Sony's gonna put out. So it's not good for Xbox to go out of business, contrary to your belief, Sony ponies.
And that's less money these developers make too. So they got more systems out there. Got more people buying the game. I guess you could say everybody can go get a PlayStation 4, but some people just might not want to do that. So
right. And then these divisions, they're not even dealing with gaming. Xbox Entertainment Division, and then the stories about Sony cutting their jobs. Those weren't even dealing with the video games division. Like, what are you all talking about? You all deal with everything else, but you're not actually playing your games. You're worried about other people's finances just because you don't like that company. You don't like that piece of plastic.
I know. Support Nintendo.
Y'all funny to me, man. I don't get it. This is some funny Xbox news. During QuakeCon, which for those of you unaware, it's a very PC biased convention. They were basically Bethesda was showing off some new deals that they were coming. They were bringing a new deal to PC. Basically, every Bethesda game ever made, you could get it on PC on Steam for $99. I'm talking about everything, all the Fallouts, the Dooms, everything that they've made, $99 on Steam. And like all the PC gamers in the crowd went crazy. And then they changed the slide and they went to the Xbox and they showed some deals that were coming to Xbox, some Bethesda game, and it got instantly booed.
Wow.
That's so sad. That's petty. Like all right, like don't get me wrong, I game on PC too, but as gaming comes to the point where niggas is now booing at great deals and lower prices, like it don't matter. Like, it don't matter what you like. But this is for everybody that claim that we PC elitists. I'm not with this shit. Like, how you gonna boo at a company saying we gonna lower the prices on games? It don't matter if it's not your platform. Shut the fuck up, bruh.
Right. And as a PC gamer, oh my bad. As a PC gamer though, like, what's wrong with getting a console though? I mean, come on, they got exclusives on there that we want to play. I would just get, like I said, like we've always been saying, we get consoles for their exclusives. Other than that, it's going to sit there and collect dust. But when the exclusives come out, we getting it. Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah, I looked at that video. I just couldn't stop laughing at the pettiness. And the funny thing about that is, when I was gaming on consoles years ago, I wanted to play games like Quake and I wanted to play games like Unreal Tournament. And back then, those games were not available on the console. So I really wanted to get a PC to play it. And now that, they actually brought them out, you all are booing at them just because they're getting deals on those games that some people might have missed out on. Like, I don't understand why you would just boo it. I don't care what piece of plastic or what platform that you like. You shouldn't boo at people getting deals. There's something good for them. If they want to play it, let them play it. It has nothing to do with you.
Fanboy wars are at an all-time high. Xbox is to support digital pre-orders in the new feature, the Xbox One, in the near future. I mean, will you guys be pre-ordering digital games?
Oh my god! Unless I can preload it. Can I preload it?
They didn't say nothing about that.
If I can't preload it, there's no point to pre-order something digital. No.
Hey, bro, look, I was in the mall the other day, right? And I walked into GameStop. This is my first time going to GameStop in a long time, because who does that? Shout out to Amazon Prime. And they had the games on the wall, and then they had like some little like cards, and it said, "Bring this to the front if you want a digital pre-order." And I'm like, hold up, like, who goes to the store to digital pre-order something when you could just go to the store, the digital store on your console or your PC and just download it? Like, is this what people are people this ignorant that they're digital pre-ordering at GameStop? Is this what's going on?
I hope they're not. I really do. That's ridiculous. I actually owned the GameStop not too long ago as well, and I was just like, why am I in here, yo? Like, I can't remember the last time I bought something. Actually, I think Grand Theft Auto was the last thing that I bought from GameStop, but I was just done with them. I have absolutely no reason, but yeah, unless I'm preloading, like there's absolutely no point to pre-order anything pretty much nowadays.
Especially after Aliens, Colonial Marines, y'all gotta chill out with them pre-orders. And Destiny 2. What's the name? You digital pre-ordering, Tick?
Nah, I don't ever do that, bro. Like Steam had that for a while, and I ain't even doing it on Steam. So why would I do it on that?
Yeah, like you don't run out of digital orders. For those of you unaware, that's why we're laughing at it. So to pre-order something digitally makes no sense.
You barely even run out with physical copies. Now you may not get it at that specific time, but best believe they'll have some more copies in the afternoon. But the main reason why people went to midnight releases is because they want to play it that night. So that's the reason why you pre-ordered it. But they always have it in the afternoon. Don't let anybody fool you with that.
That is a very good point. I haven't seen a game sell out at launch since I want to say NW2. Like that's what actually made pre-orders popular. Call of Duty. That's why I started pre-ordering, because I remember back in the day, you used to be, when the first day of Call of Duty, if you didn't get a day one, you wasn't getting it till like a week or two later. And I haven't seen a game like that because gaming has become so popular. Like these companies, I guess, are printing more discs. I haven't seen that shit lately as far as selling out. That was a good point, Dirty.
Yep.
Yeah. The Marcus Phoenix the Marcus Phoenix collection. There are a group of people on Twitter and social media that have created a petition. Console gamers, they would like to see an HD collection box remake of the original 3 Gears of War, and they want to call it the Marcus Phoenix collection. They've made this petition, they've sent it to the devs. And I wanted to bring this up because I just thought it was fascinating that a group of people that claim they cannot care about graphics are making the Marcus Phoenix collection. Would you guys pick that up if you could on the Xbox One?
No!
You already know I'm not even a fan of Gears of War, so that's definitely not happening for me.
You and me are fans now. I just find this ridiculous because they already came out with that. It's the same thing as Mass Effect, what we were talking about. You already came out with the Gears of War collection. It had all 3 plus all of the DLC.
But it wasn't in HD. Even though we don't care about graphics, it wasn't in HD. That's what we need.
Oh my god, get over yourself. You want to play all of the old games, because I want to say new games. You want to play all the old games on your new consoles. And I wonder would people still want to have games like this if the Xbox One and the PS4 were backwards compatible, like going all the way back to the original? Do you think they would, or do you think that they'll still be claiming for the HD, the remaster version?
They want the HD remakes. Like, just having backwards compatibility just makes too much sense. So they want HD collection. And I wouldn't have a problem with this Marcus Phoenix collection if it came maybe 2, 3, 4 years into the Xbox One's lifespan. But y'all want it year one. That is amazing to me. You bought a brand new console and you guys are clamoring for an HD remake, even though you don't care about graphics. It's just like somebody's lying here. That's all I'm saying. Somebody's lying here. Somebody cares about graphics.
Don't get me wrong, all 3 of those games were amazing. I love Gears to death, but I don't want to play it again, especially if you're not giving me anything new. I'm looking for the next Gears. I want progression. I want the next iteration to the series. I'm not trying to backtrack to those games that I've already played and enjoyed.
I don't want the next Gears. Maybe 2 years down the road. Hell no, I want some new damn games. Where the new games at? Where that Dragon game at? They was showing at E3 and some other shit. No, not Dragon Age. It was Scalebound, something like that. Where's that at? Where's Quantum Physics or whatever the hell that shit was called?
Quantum Physics. I'm done.
You know what I'm talking about? That shit where he was slowing down time and shit, where they showed 2.5 seconds of gameplay at fucking that award show. Where are these games at? That's what I want to see, man. Fuck this HD collection movement. I don't get it.
They out there getting delayed, son, and through all these delays, man, people. They salty and they don't have any games to play. It's a drought, yo. So they looking at these old games. What old games can we get our favorite company to remaster? We can play it over until the new games come out.
I really think I know why these companies. I think I know why these companies are doing it. First of all, as we know, these games take a lot longer to create. That's why at E3 they'll show us a game and we won't see that game for 2 years. So these games take a lot longer to create. So they don't have anything there, so they gotta just take a old game and then pump the graphics up and sell it just to have fillers. So I think that's why they're doing it. I don't support it though, because it's stupid. It's just a way for them to make more money. But hey, doing it. That's just my thought. Like, I don't know if it's actually true. I ain't saying it's fact, but this is just like what I'm thinking is going on.
So your theory is like anime now. We put in filler episodes until we get to the next arc.
Yeah, stay tuned. About Xbox is still holding up the spirit bomb. It's already been 5 episodes, but right. Maybe 2 more. He might drop
up. I'm okay. I'm okay with like Kingdom Hearts HD remake, the Sly Cooper, the God of War, like, because those are like 10-year-old games. I'm okay with that. Because there is no backwards compatibility and these companies absolutely refuse to it. So if those people want to pick it up, cool. But these games that are coming out a year later, HD remakes, it's so unnecessary. And since we're speaking about this, let's segue this all the way into the Sony situation. The Last of Us HD remake just dropped, the remaster. It was reported that, now I've seen some tweets that contradicts this, but I think it was IGN that reported this, that you can lock the game at 30 frames per second because sometimes it struggles to stay at 60. But what was it? Digital Foundry, I think, did a whole article on it saying that it's a solid 60 when it plays. That was right, JG, right?
Yes, I actually looked at that video. They played like 15 minutes of it, and it stayed at 60 frames. Of course, it dropped, a couple of times, but for the most part, throughout that whole video, it stayed at a constant 60. So that was a lot.
We watched Cookie Monster stream too, and it was when he was playing multiplayer, it was 60 or maybe 55 all the way through.
Yep.
And IGN claimed that The Last of Us, when it plays, if you decide to lock it at 30 frames per second, there's improved shadows. Basically, the graphics will be better. So you basically had some options on this Last of Us remaster that kind of make it like a PC, where you can choose to basically choose performance over graphics. Or graphics over performance. How y'all feel about these options coming to console?
Oh, there's a start. A start. It's still not like what we have over in the PC area, because if we have the strong enough hardware, we could bump it up and it'll still be 60 plus frames second, or we could lock it at 60 by turning VSync on, but it'll stay at 60 and might drop to like 59, still 60. So it's a start. As long as it makes the graphics look better, because when I was watching the video, it did seem like the shadows were a little sharper when they dropped it. Locked it at 30, and it looked like the anti-aliasing maybe was a little bit better. It looked less jaggy, and the textures looked a little better. So I was speculating that then that's the way to bump the graphics up when you put it on 30.
If this becomes an option, console only players are going to get exposed. That's all I gotta say. Hey, I'm not trying to hear anything about 30 and 60 frames.
Could you elaborate by what you mean exposed?
All right, so you all want to talk about the PC players, and having to buy $12,000 rigs just to play games and stuff. But then we really don't. But anyways, you only need like $500 and up. But you want to talk about buying expensive rigs just to do that. But your consoles are $400-$500, and if you're actually getting the options, because that hardware in there isn't as strong as say a PC that's like $800, and you're having options because you're saying that, okay, well, this game, when it comes out, it doesn't run as well at 60 frames per second, and then I have to bump it down to 30 frames per second. You just got exposed because you're saying the same shit that we've been talking about already, and you're actually doing that. But, oh no, I thought that all the console games, they worked, and they always ran at the best performance that you can always have. But no, if you're going to actually do that with the option, then you might as well just get a PC and just stop talking about the PC and all these lies that you don't know anything about.
You guys do know you can own a PC and a console at the same time, right? It's not taboo. I don't think the world's going to end. I don't think the devil's going to come in and rape your mom and your family. You will be fine. You can do this.
Just be prepared to be called a faggot by all the ignorant people for whatever reason, because they feel like we're attacking them.
Yeah.
What's the name? I just feel like The Last of Us, they have the whole you can lock the frame rate thing. I feel like everybody that's talking about they don't care about 60 frames. We can't see 60 frames. I better see everybody on Twitch playing that game at 30 frames per second, because y'all don't care about that shit. Y'all care about just 720p forever. Play the game in 720p too. Like JD said, I just feel like people getting exposed. Don't use the option. Don't even go to the option menu, because you don't care.
Right. I don't care about performance. I'm just trying to play.
Apparently on the Twitch stream, they cared about it. It was like, oh my God, it's 60 frames per second. It feels so smooth and it moves so fluid. I had to turn my sensitivity down compared to when it was on the PS3 because it feels so much better.
I think if this becomes a trend, then it's gonna become really, really outside of the exclusives. Then really, what's the point of owning a console? Because then they're giving you the options of the PC. You might as well just come over here and get the authentic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're eating imitation crab with these limited settings. You might as well come on over and get the full experience. Other than that, hey, Last of Us is a great game, but I don't think it should have been remastered. Anybody else got anything else to say? We're gonna keep it moving.
Nah. I mean, I think I said enough regarding The Last of Us. I'm pretty much the same way. Yeah. I mean, that's perfectly fine for you getting it taken. Anybody else, I don't want to have people thinking that I just hate the game, because, like I said, that was my game of the year last year. The game was amazing. I'm just not trying to play it again after a year. I don't care if it's at 1080p, 60 frames per second. There was nothing new added to the game, so it's nothing that I want to play personally.
You can now fart in Killzone Shadowfall. Will you guys get this DLC?
What?
You can now fart in Killzone Shadowfall for the price of I want to. Don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. It was between $2 and $5 for this DLC pack. It lets you fart. First of all, it's a first-person shooter, so you can't even see your character. That's just stupid as hell. But is this what gaming has come to?
Yo, I hope there's like different types of farts. Can I have a wet fart and a tight fart and all those kind of farts?
This nigga is a fartologist.
I don't know. Do you teabag people in Killzone or something? Is that the point of the farts?
You can crouch, but it's not like a. But the game it's a lot slower compared to Halo. It's not like a Halo teabag where you can go up and down real fast. It's not like that.
If you fart, do you give away your position or something? Are you gonna see like a green cloud in there or something?
I read you can fart, and I just laughed. Is this what PlayStation? Is this what Sony meant by greatness awaits? Like next gen right here, baby.
I'm done, man. These developers are reaching.
Man,
is it really that much of a drought, man? This is terrible. I cannot think of a console that just came out to be so damn dry. A shame.
Yeah, every console always had like that one game at launch, I feel like, but like these consoles don't have that one game. And back to the farting shit, like I just feel like everything is becoming DLC. They're nickel and diming everybody. And I was saying this earlier, like a couple of days ago in a live stream. I feel like it's gonna come to a point where they're gonna start offering you to be able to buy achievements. Like you can pay to unlock achievements. Like, oh, some people have to go to job. They have a job. They're busy. So maybe $1 here, $1 here. You can unlock a few and bump up your gamer score and shit. Like it's just getting out of control. The amount of bullshit they're getting away with, and they're gonna start charging us for achievements soon.
We are. Do you remember when you were able to put a password, a code in, or actually complete objectives and get stuff unlocked? Remember those days, man?
When it was on
I think
the
we
disc?
said this before. It was on the disc. It was crazy. Yo, that was crazy. I remember having to pay for anything.
Did you see that picture I retweeted earlier? Hold on, let me look at my Twitter. It was comparing Epic Games Unreal Tournament compared to, here it goes right here. Okay, in 2004, Unreal Tournament 2004 shipped with 109 maps. 15 maps were added as free DLC. Thousands of user maps were made and mods were available for free online, and it was $40 at launch. In 2013, Gears of War Judgment shipped with 4 maps. 3 maps added as DLC for $12. Subscription fee required to play online, and it was $60 at launch. What happened? How y'all feel about that picture? Like that is absolutely crazy. For like that's mind-boggling when I read that. Like, why did I buy Gears of War Judgment? 4 maps. That is pathetic, man.
I know on COD 4 I got the map packs for free. Just want to point that out. On the PC, it was free.
Was it really?
And and then after that, that's when they started charging for it. Because the console, they charged the consoles, but they didn't charge PC. PC got them for free, and then they saw the console gamers were willing to pay for them, so they were like, "What? We're gonna charge everybody now."
That's I hate it because I was definitely one of those. I was addicted to COD, and I wanted all those map packs when they came out, so I did buy DLC. I'm sorry, y'all.
JG contributed to the monster exploding.
I never paid for a map pack on the consoles, bro.
I never did either. Fuck that shit, bro. $15 was just way too much for freaking 3-4 maps, bro.
I'm sorry, it was that crack, and then all my friends bought it, and we couldn't play the same game because I needed the maps in order to play, so people were getting left out, and I was just tired of playing the same map, so we all just did it. So
we forgive you though, JG, because you've been enlightened. You've joined the church.
I'm not gonna do it anymore. Yo, I ain't buying no more DLC.
He's been enlightened, and you can be too if you listen to us. What's the name? What else? Sony news we got. Homefront Revolution. It was delayed, and it could possibly be canceled. Due to I think it was studio layoffs and shit like that. How y'all feel about that?
Oh yeah, because Crytek is having problems.
Yeah, how y'all feel about Homefront?
That's funny because this is the same thing that happened because THQ owned that one, right? And then they went out of business, and then Homefront was just floating out there in the wind, and then Crytek picked them up, and now it's about to be the same thing. That's really sad. And for all the Cold fans that really loved Homefront, I'm sorry, man. I really want to see the game, even though y'all were mad at it because they said it won't have, the standard multiplayer. It's going to have co-op. So, well, actually, now that I take it back, some of the fans might actually not even care just because they didn't announce a standard multiplayer mode. So, but I wanted to play it
because it's gonna have co-op.
Yeah, because I love co-op. Co-op is better than multiplayer to me. And I was looking forward to it. So that's sad. I hope it doesn't go. And if it does, if Crytek takes a dive or whatever, I hope that somebody actually picks it up because I do want to see Homefront still prosper.
It seems like every week there's layoffs or studios closing. I feel like another crash is coming. It's getting out of hand.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of scared now. I'm getting kind of worried.
It feels like another game crash is coming. It's getting ridiculous, and I would hate to see that come.
It's only going to be the console market though.
This is true. We'll
talk
about PC later
or PC elitist, but. PC ain't gonna die. If the console gaming dies, PCs will still be around because people will still need PCs in everyday life. And that's where the developers are going to decide to go because that's going to be where the money is going to be.
Well, that's already where the money is at anyway because PC is dominated in hardware sales according to IGN. I wanted to say that article, but you want to go ahead and go on that, or you want to stick with Sony?
Well, we've already said it now.
Basically, that came out we've said this in numerous podcasts. It's been having a renaissance, and you see a lot of developers switching over. You've seen Cliffy B. His game is going to be a PC exclusive. What was that racing game you did?
The Grid.
Yeah, Grid. And what was you about to say, Tick?
Microsoft said they're looking, more into PC gaming now, to the PC market.
Because contrary to popular belief, a lot of I don't want to say console players, console fanboys, they like to spread the propaganda that we don't buy games. I got over 150 games on my Steam library, and I bought them all. And it's not true. It's actually where the money is at. There are a few bad seeds in this community. I am not going to sit up here and lie, and they fucking go on Pirate Bay and download games. But I can proudly say I've never downloaded no damn game. I bought all my games, and that's the case for most people. Why would I need to download a game when I can get it on sale for $10-15, sometimes $5? Why? It's
exactly.
just those people are terrible. Don't let those few bad seeds represent that. Don't represent us as a community, basically.
And who says that you have to pay $60? Do you feel great paying $65 with tax versus me on a PC when I can buy the same game when it just came out for $40? What? I don't get the logic in that. But once again, that's your bias just clouding your judgment, and it's getting to you, and it's making you believe that everything you say is true. And
you can still own a console with a PC. That's all. That's the only problem. I don't have a problem with. Look, I don't have a problem with console gamers. I mean, people that play on console. I don't have a problem with y'all. I have a problem with the console-only gamers that talk shit about PC. It's taboo to get a gaming rig along with your console. Your console can accent I don't even know if I'm using that right, but it can go along with your PC, man. You can like we do, we get the multiplats on the PC and whatever PC exclusives come out that we want to play. But then if you want those exclusives like your Uncharted and stuff like that, get your console and get it on that. Like, it's not a problem. Like, I don't understand that.
Like, why own an Xbox?
Understand.
Why own an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4 when you can own a PlayStation 4 and a PC, or Wii U or something like that? It's just. Especially since there's no games on both platforms, like it's just better to go with the other. See what the other side is doing. Basically, open your mind to new things. We ain't trying to harass nobody,
right? And these are facts, people. Like, these aren't our opinions. These are facts. Like, so don't try to combat our facts with opinions. You will lose 100% of the time, not 90%, not 80%.
First of all, we don't have to combat anything because we haven't been looking at the comment section a long time anyway. But if you do come in streams or anything, we do reply to those and we will combat you. Welcome back.
Was that a threat? Like, is that a future threat?
No, not a threat. I just hope that you all actually listen and do not let your bias cloud your judgment. I don't know how many times we have to say that. Do not let your bias cloud your judgment. If you want to play...
go ahead.
If you want to play on the console, go ahead and play on the console. If you want to play on a PC, go ahead and play on a PC. Because we would want to play on the PC, we prefer the PC. That does not mean that we do not still play on consoles. We just play on the PC primarily, just like you have the choice to play on the console primarily if you want to. Now, I would understand how you would at this day and age, but again, that's your prerogative. I'm not paying for your shit. Do what you do. I'm not combating you over it, but if you want to combat me, all right, just prepare to lose, because I'm not stopping until you look like a dumbass.
And like I said, you can leave all the angry comments in the podcast all you want. We're not reading it, so you'll be looking stupid talking to yourself.
This guy.
All right.
Let me go back to Sony. Go ahead. Finish that.
Yeah, keep going.
I was gonna say, let me go back to Sony because I had a couple joints, but I was gonna say let you finish because you were about to say something funny.
We were still messing. Look, we said we were gonna stop messing with the reviewers. We haven't read comments, but we just know, from past comments, so it's just gonna go on. And we still ended up doing it. I meant to say, hey, look, don't mess with them on this podcast. Fucked up.
It's a one-time thing. Point, man. Sorry. Yeah,
one-time
get to that point.
Maybe 5 podcasts from now.
What you about to say, Jay?
Oh no, I said we got a little bit out of hand. Sorry.
It is what it is, man.
It's been a while.
I had a little something to get off my chest.
People just get tired of the propaganda. Yeah, if you were spitting facts, it'd be cool, but the lies is getting annoying. And it's funny because we haven't seen all those negative comments from the podcast. We always saw them like maybe in my video or one of your videos or something like that.
Oh yeah.
People, that's pretty much why we're seeing these comments and why we're going off right now.
Yeah, people going to other videos that I made comment on and combating me about something that we said on the podcast. That's crazy. Or
tweeting us.
It'll be a video like what's the name? Jerry. What's his name?
Yeah, Jerry Levine,
a family video, and JG will comment on it. Somebody will call him a faggot or something like that.
Boy, y'all wow, dog. All because of a podcast, man. Like, I hate to say we owned your mind, but y'all be taking this stuff a little bit too serious, man.
All right, let's keep it going. We're not gonna sit on this. This is the last time.
Okay, back to Sony.
The last time.
Let's get on track. Back to Sony.
The gay station. This is a real thing. Over in Sweden, they're having some like gay parade and parade. And I'm fucking up, yeah. And they're having like they're putting out these limited edition PlayStation 4s with a rainbow flag on it. Are you guys picking up one of these?
What?
Hell
no, man, I'm good.
I'm heterosexual, buddy. I don't know. Now,
why you make that noise? You know what I'm saying?
Because, man, I was about to say something I shouldn't say. Something.
Oh, you stopped yourself.
I'm just gonna say I'm heterosexual. Okay, so there's no need for me to actually want this agenda pushing PlayStation.
In political terms. Good job.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that the gaming is now getting involved in this agenda, but we're gonna keep it moving. The infamous Second Son, First Light. It was a DLC starring the girl with the purple hair from Infamous Second Son that you meet and you get your neon powers from. It'll be a DLC starring her. It was first announced at E3. Originally, they said it was going to be a digital-only download, but it also is coming out on disc for PlayStation 4, which makes me think, how long is this actually going to be? I hope it's at least 6 hours if they're going to put it out on disc. And second of all, does this interesting here, y'all?
I didn't even play the first Infamous. Played the first Infamous.
Me neither, but I definitely want to play
any Infamouses.
Well, I'll tell you what, because I played Infamous Second Son, I will say I'll probably wait till the price drops before I play this DLC, because I feel like you get 4 powers in the game, and you learn one of them from the girl that's going to star in this DLC. And my thing is, okay, if I'm not playing as the main character from the main game, and I'm only having 1 power, you're basically playing Infamous Second Son with 1 power. Like you're like it doesn't sound fun to me. Like it's like 1/4 of the game. That's why I would wait for the DLC, unless they're gonna expand her abilities. It sounds to me. I don't know. That's what I gotta say about that. So
that's glad to see. I mean, if it's like on some Grand Theft Auto 4 DLC stuff, because that was like a totally different game. Like all 2 of those DLC packs. So if it's like that, then I think it'll be good. But I mean, if you have played the game, you brought up a great point. So I'll probably just wait on it, because it's gonna be like $15, right?
I don't know how much it's gonna cost with the box. It might be more than 15. I didn't see in the article. It didn't say, so don't quote us on that.
If it's any more than that, man, nah, that's a pass. Yeah, you gotta let that go down in price. But standard price for like something like that, if it's like a side story or something, it's like between $10 to $15.
Interesting. On to PC news. We were only playing Destiny for a couple of days because we got bored with it, and mainly because we were distracted with another game. A game called Nosgoth. It is a PC exclusive. Me, JG, and Tick, like the whole crew, we've been playing this. If you came through to our live streams, you've seen us playing this. It is a very fun game where one team plays as humans, the other plays as vampires, and you duke it out. Does anybody want to talk about this game? What you think about it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start off. Nosgoth is really fun. I like the third-person team deathmatch aspect, and it's really dope, you know, having different classes and their own different movesets. And you can also buy new moves with you have in-game currency, and then you also have the gold that you accumulate. So it's pretty dope. I like the map structure as well. It's really big, and you have to work as a team in order to decimate your opponents. And it's just very fun and very addicting. So I really enjoy it, and that's definitely a game that everybody should try out. And as far as the game is concerned, it is in closed beta right now, so you can go to the Nosgoth website and sign up for a beta key if you are looking to play. But if you want instant access on Steam, you have different veteran packs, and I ended up buying it. Moshi ended up buying it, and Black also bought one pack, and Ethos too. We bought the $5 pack during the Steam sale. Shit. Yeah, we gave you a code. So what ended up happening, since we bought the code, we got in-game currency. So we got to get, you know, some perks and stuff. And we also got 3 beta codes. And I also gave, you know, a couple of y'all codes during my live stream. And then Ethos gave NWN one. I gave Tick one. And that's how they got in. So it's really dope. But if you're looking to play it, go ahead. If you just want to play it right now, just spend $5, because it's back to $5 if you just want that pack. So just go ahead, get it, and come join the fun with us.
Oh, it's on Steam for $5?
Yeah, the little pack went back down to $5.
Open my Steam up. I might buy it to support them. Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, Google it. It's spelled Nosgoth, Nosgoth, and yeah, they got like multiple different classes for each, the human and the vampires. My personal favorite class to play for the vampires is the Tyrant. He's like this big buff dude. You can run through the crowd and smash people. And the game is bloody as hell if you like bloody games. There's like flying vampires. The humans have they have like crossbows and magic and shit. And like even though it's a crossbow, it shoots like a fucking machine gun. And like I don't know, like it's just a fun PvP game to play with your friends or to play on your line by yourself. I definitely think you guys should check it out. I'll probably be making a video, like it came from Steam type video on it pretty soon, because people do not need to sleep on this one. You got anything to say about it, Tick?
Fun game. There are some things I don't like about it. I think some of the vampires are kind of OP. They have some abilities I don't like that they're kind of annoying. They're kind of OP. They could balance that out a little bit. Maybe it'd be a little better, but fun game. I actually enjoy it.
I just don't like the campers. That's it.
Yeah, I don't like that. And one thing that they definitely do need to fix is the matchmaking system, because like if all four of us get in the lobby, it'll put like one person on the other team. So they need to work on the matchmaking, and they also need to work on that damn scout. Like you talk about the vampires OP, that scout is super OP, especially if it's like multiple scouts. You're not getting near them. That shit is crazy.
I think like I said, the camping. I just say it's not even the game itself with the camping, because the game itself promotes free flow movement. Like as the vampires, you can climb on buildings, jump from building to building, fly around, and the humans can run really fast. Like the game promotes movement, but for some reason, like you'll run into a group of people every once in a while that just camp the whole fucking game and ruin it. And I just want to say, just stop bringing that Call of Duty mentality to every fucking game. Jesus, y'all are ruining everything. That's all I gotta say.
I'm done.
Just cut that shit out. I'm tired of it. Yo, this RPG on Steam called Trails in the Sky looks kind of dope. I might have to get this. It looks like, don't mind me. I'm Shout out to Steam. Looking at some PC exclusives that we don't have. What's the name? Other PC news. Dota 2 was on ESPN 2. It was the tournament, the World Championships. I think it was. Don't quote me on that. Something like that. The
it was
internationals.
the biggest tournament that they had.
The champs won like $4 million. Like some people came some millionaires over this.
Yeah, man. That's just crazy how big that is. I never thought in a billion years that MOBAs would be the #1 most played genre ever. And it's multiple MOBAs that are popular. You have Dota, League, and Smite, which are the top 3 right now.
Smite all day.
That shit is crazy. Like that even took over World of Warcraft, which is also popular, and StarCraft is also popular too. But League is just I mean, League is literally on the league of its own right now. And then Dota is close behind.
You know, it's funny though. People love to say that PC has no exclusives, but if you and I found this out from somebody who does videos in the hate community. I'm not gonna say their name because I don't want them to know I watch it. But he was like, "Yo, Twitch." If you go to Twitch, the top 10 games on Twitch are PC exclusives. And if you go over there and look, that shit is true, but everybody swears we don't have PC. There's no exclusives. Like, what? Like, stop being ignorant. That's all I gotta say.
They're going to specify now, because I heard this argument too. They're going to say we don't have any AAA exclusives or single player exclusives.
When a console exclusive makes somebody a millionaire, then let me know. Like, that's all that's all I gotta say.
True.
That's crazy, yo. Open your mind, folks.
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead,
all opinion anyway. It's all opinion. You know, when it comes to if it's a AAA title and all that stuff. I mean, it's AAA because it has a bigger market. Because it's being sold and pushed a lot more. I mean,
and what's funny, those AAA titles are putting businesses out. They're putting studios out of business because nobody's buying them. Like you brag, like the contradiction and the hypocrisy is huge. You brag about these AAA excuses that you have, yet you motherfuckers don't buy them.
Preaching again.
No, I'm not reaching. I'm not.
No, I said preaching.
Whatever. Like I don't care. I'm about to go off because it's been 3 weeks. What's the name? Like you can't brag about something that you don't buy. These studios are going out of business, and then that's all I got to say. I'm done. Like you said, I'm done. I'm done.
Let me go ahead and ask something. Have you all ever seen a commercial for League of Legends or Dota on national TV?
Nope.
Have you seen a commercial for Call of Duty on national TV?
Yep,
it's true.
Yeah, you see that all the time. They don't even need advertisements, and they are the most popular games in the world. Just think about that, people. You may have a preference. You may like single player games. You may like games that have a story. You may like shooters. But other people have other preferences. They may only play MMOs. And they may think that your single player game, your action adventure game is trash. It is all subjective. Just because it is not backed by Activision or EA does not mean that the game is trash.
And speaking of that, hold on, let me get this one real quick. Hold on. Speaking of that, because he just said something that I thought about, and I wanted to say it in a video. I'm not sure what video it was, but he just said that some people might think that those action adventure games that you like are not fun. Like, I had an argument with these guys I work with. When Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, and I was like, yo, did you get Grand Theft Auto 5? And they were like, no, I don't really play that game. I don't really like it like that. And these are hardcore gamers, but they just don't like Grand Theft Auto. They just said it's not a game that appeals to them. They don't really have fun playing that. And they didn't care much for it. I was looking at them like they were crazy. I was like, what the fuck? You know, who doesn't like Grand Theft Auto? And they were like, well, I don't really like this is from the girl. She tried to watch what she said. She was like, I just think that's the game for, and I was like, black people, right? Like, yeah. I'm just not into driving around and shooting people and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. I guess I can give you that one.
And I used to be biased too because Grand Theft Auto is by far my favorite series, and I used to be, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be getting on people because they didn't like it, but I mean it's totally true though. I mean that's their opinion. They may not like that particular genre of games, and I can't knock them for it. I mean if they like whatever genre, that's what they're gonna like. I can't force them to like it. I can't say always, just because you don't like it, your opinion is just trash or whatever. I can't say that. Now if they just be like, all right, well Grand Theft Auto is trash, period, then I'll be like, okay, hold up, take a step back there. You haven't even played the game, or you probably don't know much about it. Didn't even give it a chance. So I wouldn't just deem the game as trash because the game was amazing or the series is amazing. But if you say, well, I don't like that type of game, that's fine. I can't knock you for your opinion. But it's all subjective. You like what you like.
And when I say girl, I didn't mean it was just a girl I asked. Like, she was just one of the people that made that comment. But the other people I asked were actually guys. They just said that's not a kind of game that they like. They've only played one Grand Theft Auto. I think one said he played Grand Theft Auto 3, and then he just said he didn't really care much for it.
I didn't really care for MOBAs when we first started PC gaming. Like, I was just playing multiplayer on my PC. And this is funny. This is a funny story. This is actually how we got into MOBAs. I remember I was live streaming and I tried out League of Legends with Ethos because everybody kept bugging me to stream. And I was like, all right. I'll give it a try. So then I can decide whether or not I like the game. I can't say I hate the game, but I don't really like it that much either. And then somebody put in the chat on Twitch, they was like, maybe you should try out Smite. You might like that MOBA. It's third person. There's more action, better graphics or whatever. Never heard of Smite. I watched some gameplay on Twitch at that night after the stream. I was like, all right, this looks kind of cool. And then that next day I downloaded Smite. We've been playing it ever since. Game of the year, 2014. It's easily the best game of the year. And then I kept telling JG and Tick about it, and they was like, nah, we don't want to play that shit. We don't play MOBAs. That looks stupid. Eventually, I convinced them to play it. These motherfuckers been playing it all year round, too. I'm going to guess that's
get on that bitch after we do the podcast.
Right. I'm going to bet that's probably y'all game of the year right now, too. That's the game we played the most.
Yeah, right now it's between that and Nosgoth, man. Unless somebody can show me something else, but Smite got that top spot right now, yo. And it just came out of beta.
And the reason
came out of beta in March.
The reason I'm saying this is because just like how some of y'all are when we talk about PC gaming and some of the games, we was hard-headed as fuck too. And then finally we just opened our mind to some new things. And like, yo, some of this shit is dope. I don't like it all, but some of this shit is dope. So we not really trying to like come at you like you shouldn't feel threatened. We just saying open your mind. You might find some new experience. Them lack of experiences on the console, you might find it over here on the PC. That's all we saying. Open your mind.
Look, these guys got me to play Star Wars and Swordsman. I don't play MMOs, yo. Like, I was totally against them. They had me download it because I heard them having fun. I'm like, yo, okay, let me try it. And I actually had fun. And this is me saying that I don't like MMOs. I've been saying this for years, and the main reason why I've been basing that off of is World of Warcraft, and I've seen people getting literally addicted to that game and didn't want to play anything else. And I said, nope, I'm not going to do that. And also, I didn't like the fact that, when you hit somebody, even though you're like right up on them, there's a chance that you can miss. I didn't like that whole aspect, but MMOs have definitely changed a lot since then, and they're actually, real time. If you hit an enemy, you actually hit them. So I actually tried these games out, and I actually had a little bit of fun. So just try something new, man. That's all I gotta say.
Ding ding ding. Anything you want to add, Tick, or are we done? We're done.
PC gaming.
That's all I got for the PC news because we already talked about the hardware sales. I ain't gonna go over that again. Couple random stories. The Call of Duty trailer came out today, just in time for a new podcast. The new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare story trailer.
Super excited.
Yeah, we are super excited. How you guys feel about that new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare trailer?
Well, as a black team, Marty Mar, I saw it and I was amazed. I mean, everything looks like it was brand new. It's innovative. I've never seen any of this stuff ever done in the first-person shooter before. There was, even at the end, there was a huge tidal wave coming at you, and I thought that was amazing. I mean, I've never seen it before. Fuck Battlefield. I've never seen it before in my life. This is brand new. I love it. It looks great.
And the moment the game comes out, I'm gonna get me and my new girlfriend that we just did a video on. Make sure to click on the description box below. I left a video for the new girlfriend in my video, and we're gonna record a dual commentary, and she's gonna talk about how much she's only with me because I have money. All right.
I just want to let everybody know both of y'all are going to hell, dog. Both of y'all are going to hell, yo. Nobody about to go tell.
Whatever, you niggas a sucker, yo. How you
tell that?
Oh man, y'all.
Next you on Adam,
whatever, yo.
Adam
Fuck that nigga, bro. Everybody's scared of that nigga. Hey, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, man. It looks like Call of Duty to me. I'm not excited for it. I'm just like, I don't hate it. I don't like it. I don't feel any type of way towards the trailer. It just didn't do nothing for me. It looked like Titanfall. I heard somewhere that there might be cloaking in the game. Have you heard of that?
If so, that shit is gay.
They're saying it's going to be in multiplayer, yeah.
And you can see through walls. You know, I hate any kind of shooter that allows seeing through walls. Blacklist, black light, whatever. It sucks. Whatever the fuck that shit is called. What's it called?
Look. Black light.
All them Call of Duty fanboys that hated Crisis 3. I better not see y'all buy Advanced Warfare because it's the same thing as Crisis 3. All the same abilities, but it's going to be innovative. It's going to be new. It's going to be refreshing. This is the stuff I'm talking about that's making me sick of just the whole gaming community. You guys are fucking frauds. But
it doesn't feel like Call of Duty when you play Crisis 3. The movement doesn't feel as good.
This guy.
That's a rich excuse.
They're going to say that. They're going to say, well, the controls aren't the same. I like the fluid controls of Call of Duty.
So basically what I'm saying, if you want to play Advanced Warfare, just go play Crisis 3. It's the same game.
Now, I will say it's better than Titanfall. I don't care what anybody says. It's going to be better than Titanfall. One reason
it's going to have more content. That's why.
It's a campaign.
It's going to have actual people that you can shoot. That's why it's going to be better.
This guy. And those player animations, though, I mean, they kind of look nice. The graphics looked alright.
Nice.
Yeah,
the graphics were nice. I give them that. That's
I don't know, man. I saw Ethos was messing with him today because he was like, oh man, Kevin Spacey. He's like, I might get the game. I said, oh no, Ethos, you going back into the black hole, dog. You can't do this, son.
Man, you gotta resist the devil, man.
Right.
They also announced the collector's edition for $120. It came with it looks like it comes with some special case, a season pass, I'm not sure, so don't quote me on this, but from the picture that they released, there's 2 guns in it, and I'm not sure if they're like little miniature replica guns that are gonna come with it, but it's on there, it's in the picture, so I'm gonna say that it is, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure, because in this picture that I found on Twitter from the Video Game Facts page, it doesn't say whether or not those replica guns will actually be included in it, but I don't know. You guys said you're not even picking up the regular edition, so I doubt you're gonna get the collector's edition, just to let you guys know.
Yeah.
No, I don't see what every Call of Duty. Fuck those guns. Wait a minute, there's gonna be guns? Wait, what?
Here, let me link you to it. Let me link it to it. It looks like some type of replica gun. There, I just put it in the Mumble chat.
Oh, because if they do like Battlefield, then I can actually, actually say I would do it.
No, not guns in the game. I'm talking about like a replica, like a collector piece. Like, you know how when Cliffy B came on stage with the chainsaw gun?
Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah, like a plastic gun, like a toy is what I'm saying.
Only dorks get those.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like super dorks only get those. Like feel like they actually did something. Like, nah, fuck that.
All right. That shit ain't for me. That's all I got to say about Call of Duty.
I'm looking at these tweets too. These tweets are kind of funny.
What was it? What are you reading? What are you seeing?
On the same picture that you just linked. It's like, wow, recycling bin from old CODs? Like, still waiting on the franchise to die. Call of Money, Recycle Warfare, MLG No-Scope Edition. They're just going there, yo.
And what trips me out is these are new Call of Duty haters. They don't even really have a reason to hate it. Their favorite commentator finally realized that he was a dumbass, and he finally decided to hate the game, and now they're all jumping on that bandwagon and just want to hate because of sheep. I've been hating on that game since 2009 or 8. When did Call of Duty 4 come out?
2007.
Yeah. I've been hating on the game since then, and I've been saying all this stuff, and I was telling people it's only going to get worse from here. Everybody was like, you don't know what you're talking about, Dick. Just like always, I never know what I'm talking about. Now everybody realizes now that shit is sucking, and it's getting worse and worse each time it drops. I sat there and called that shit. You can go back to my old video back in 2011. I think I was playing Black Ops 2. That's when I was playing Modern Warfare 3, and people were still on its nuts. And I sat there and said, yo, this shit's gonna get worse and worse every time it comes out. And it did.
Take a Negro diamonds, but look on the bright side. At least you don't feel like you have to get the game anymore just because of peer pressure, right?
Fuck it, I'm getting the game. I'm getting it anyway. Fuck y'all. Just because y'all get it, I'm getting it.
This guy.
Reverse shit. Y'all not getting it.
Like, no, I'm only getting it, and I told you guys this because like there's no shooter that's really trying to stand out, and they all pretty much use the Call of Duty formula when it comes to shooters anyway. And there's no reason like Battlefield when they first come out, it's always more realistic, and then they start listening to the community complain about this needs to be balanced, this gun is too strong, this grenade hurts too much and stuff like that, and it starts to feel like Call of Duty just with different engine. So like I'm sitting here like, well, might as well just get it. Like you can't escape from it. Everything wants to be Call of Duty when it comes to a shooter, so might as well buy it. It'd be something different from Battlefield, and I have something to play. So, might as well.
It's like Drake said, if all I hear is myself, then what do I have to fear for? Or something like that. Same difference. If everybody's borrowing from Call of Duty, what does Call of Duty have to fear for? Because all he sees is himself. Anyway. Chinese couple sells their child to fund their gaming habit.
How did this get in the
hell?
How did this get in there? I didn't know anything about this.
I mean, sometimes I like to keep little secrets on my notes just to get a real reaction. What's the name? Yeah, a couple out in China. I think they were addicted to like some type of MMO or a MOBA or whatever, and they were a young couple, like in their early 20s, 2021 or something like that. They couldn't afford to keep up their gaming habit or whatever. They were addicted to it, and they're playing one of them free to play games, and in order to fund it, they sold their child into slavery or whatever. But here's the funny thing though, this is their second child, and the first one the parents didn't say anything. The second time they sold the second child, the grandparents said something. So what, like, did they just not like the first child, or like, I don't get it. Like,
oh my god.
No, like I'm starting to think over in Asia land, they don't have any kind of morals over there, bro.
They gonna eat you alive in the comment section for saying Asia land.
Over there, bro, like they don't have no kind of morals, yo. Like I don't understand. Like, if you want a crazy, wacky story, just go over to Asia land, yo. Just go over to Japan or China. You're gonna see something wild over there.
I told you about the story. The dude that got his dick caught in a what is it? The bleacher, like a public bleacher, not a bleacher. What the fuck is it called? I'm having a fucking brain freeze. Fuck it. What is it? What do you call it when you sit in public in the damn chairs? What is that thing called? I'm having a brain freeze.
A bench?
Yeah, bench. Damn.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, excuse me. It is 11:16 p.m. at night right now. I am tired, so I'm having a brain freeze. Yes, in Hong Kong, this dude was like so horny that he whipped out his dick and he stuck his dick. First of all, this is funny because how small is your dick that you can stick it into the hole of a bench, one of them holes, and then he just started fucking the hole in the bench, and then he couldn't pull his dick out, so they had to call the fire department and cut the bench around his dick off.
Idiot, bro. He said, okay, so back to the story though. You said that this was a young couple, right?
Yeah.
What they doing having sex anyways if they're that damn addicted to video games? Where did they even find time to have sex? Why the hell you having kids if you're addicted to video games like that?
Jay, apparently, this is China. There are 2 billion people there. That's all they do is fuck like rabbits. What's his name? Who was it? Sirius Jones. There's 2 billion people in China, and Jen still couldn't go platinum.
Wow.
Oh shit! That's what they do. They fuck and play games, I guess. More pussy than what some of these people get.
They need to get some more habits, dog, and get some morals about
they
it.
Need Jesus. Now they're gonna eat me alive for that one right there, because everybody atheist nowadays.
This guy.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Rainbow Six Siege. The developers. Some people were questioning. Oh my god. Some people were complaining about the lack of recoil, just like Ticket and all of us were. And the developer said that the game is still in pre-alpha. And what you saw, the footage that you saw, is not a final representation of the game and not the final recoil. There could be adjustments. But this is what kills me. He said that there could be adjustments. And this is also what kills me. And this is about to expose some more people. I don't understand how. Let's take the Destiny beta for example. It's okay to like the Destiny beta, but if we dislike it, oh, it's just in beta, we shouldn't judge it. It's an early build of the game. Same thing with Rainbow Six. It's just in pre-alpha, we shouldn't judge it. If you put it out there, I have every right to judge it, and that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Right,
I don't get y'all.
And I forgot about that game. That's one of the reasons I'm saying I'm just gonna get caught now, because I was waiting for Rainbow. Rainbow being the last game that ever was out that actually, had that mixture of fun and realism, and it actually took a lot of skill to play it. And it got dumbed down. Like, I watched that little stream they had on Twitch or whatever a few weeks ago, and there was still no recoil. I actually saw a guy, he was ADSing while walking and sprayed a guy down. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to watch anymore. That's all I had to see.
That's just crazy. There is a thing called discretion. For the amount of time that people have been waiting for Rainbow Six, and then the countless delays, and oh, it's not going to get made. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, now it's not. Oh, yes, it is. And then you finally come out with this, and you have something to show us, and it's not what people have been looking for. And then you get bashed and ridiculed by the hardcore fans, and then you say, well, maybe we'll change it again. No, that's not what you were looking for when you brought us this. So I don't really have any faith that you're going to change it. And if you do, you're only going to change it because people are bashing you, and you may fear that they're not going to buy your game. So I don't think they are. I don't think they're going to do it.
I just want people to answer that question for me. Like, why is it okay to like a beta and an alpha, but if I say something that I dislike about it, oh, it's just in beta, oh, it's just in alpha, it's not okay to judge it? With that dumbass logic, I could say to you, oh, you shouldn't like the game that much because it's just in beta, it's just in alpha, and it's not the final representation. Like, I just feel like a lot of y'all are frauds, and this is the theme of the episode: frauds. Thank you. Last thing on my show notes, I just wanted to talk about this. We brought this up a couple times in the live streams, had a little casual conversations, and I thought this would be a good conversation to end the podcast on. YouTubers in gaming. Gaming is more popular than ever. They just announced that PewDiePie, I don't know why they said this, Machinima made a video about it. PewDiePie is the king of gaming. Dude's making millions, or other YouTubers making millions. But we were having this discussion. Do we feel like YouTubers are ruining gaming and the gaming community? Anybody want to take the floor on this one?
Yes, and that's bad because I'm a YouTube gamer too, so that's kind of a contradiction. But yes, they are. Yes, we are. I say we are. Yes, we are. Reason why you want?
Yeah, what you were about to ask?
All right, so the reason why is because I think I made a video about this too. But crybabies. So you have these guys, and they get really huge channels, and what that means is they're gonna have a lot of say-so. You're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna follow them because they're big and they're gonna look up to them. So whatever they say, what is it? What's the term I'm trying to think of here, JG?
I don't know. Influence.
Yeah. Okay, let's use that one. That wasn't really it, but that's a good one. So they have a lot of influence on, a lot of the viewers. So what that'll happen is those viewers will start feeling the same way. And for instance, I said about Call of Duty. A lot of, before then, I was a small channel. I used to make videos about Call of Duty. I used to get like 1 million dislikes because I didn't agree with a lot of people and say the game was good. And then now that certain big YouTubers decided not to play it, and they said they didn't like it anymore. Now if you see like they upload a Call of Duty video anywhere, it's going to get dislikes, more dislikes, and a whole bunch of negative comments. Even before they even watch the video, they're just going to dislike it because they just have that influence. And also you have people going to the forums, complaining about this stuff, crying about this needs to be nerfed. I don't like the way this works. I can't get my good ratio because you're not being fair to me with a certain weapon that I like to use, and all this nonsense. And it just messes the game up, man. And then on top of that, these YouTubers, they may just focus on one kind of game on their channel. So all these other games that might come out that could be just as good from these other developers, they don't get anyone to buy those games because no one's willing to take that risk and try the game out. So they go out of business. There might be more to it, but that's all I got.
Yeah. All right. Well, just segueing off of that, it's just a whole thing of YouTubers don't want to try new things. and because they don't want to try new things, if they base their channel off of one certain game or maybe one genre, people don't want to play anything else, and they feel like they should just play this because their favorite YouTuber is playing it. So that in turn just gives them the whole just overall mindset that I don't want to play anything else. I just want to play this only, and whatever iteration comes out, I want to get it regardless. It doesn't matter. And on top of that, I just feel like there are a lot of personas on here, and they're not being their real selves. Whenever they get a chance to blow up and make a lot of money, they start doing things that normally they wouldn't. And in the whole aspect of video games, this is ruining the whole video game industry if they're backing a product that isn't necessarily good, but they're just doing it just because they're getting a little bit of extra money under the table because of it. So therefore you're lying to your all of your fans, and they're going to go out and buy the game, and then if it's terrible, they're going to come back to you and they're going to be mad at you, and they're also going to be mad at the developer or the publisher because of it. So it's just a lot of lying going on. People aren't being completely honest, and that's also a huge factor as to why YouTubers are ruining gaming.
And because of that, there's a witch hunt for YouTubers now, because anytime there's some type of scandal with some type of YouTuber group, you see like these big outlets like IGN, Polygon, fucking Machinima, like people that don't even give a fuck about these personalities or what's going on in the YouTube game community, they be eating these stories up. Such and such YouTuber is getting paid off by Microsoft, is getting paid off, taking royalties from such and such developers, and they didn't finish their game funding and blah blah blah, and deceive their fans. Like, they are eating this shit because, first of all, they're doing this shit because they feel there was a study that came out. I ain't gonna say the dude's name, but there's somebody who works for Ubisoft who follows me, and he's a real cool dude. He's not like a fanboy and shit. He can usually keep shit real. He DM'd me this article. A lot of these bigger outlets like IGN and GameSpot, they're feeling threatened by YouTubers because it's been statistically proven, this is a fact, that YouTubers can push more units than said IGN and GameSpot. Like, we have more influence than them. So they're like, any chance that they could get to basically bash us, they're gonna bash us in these articles. That's really what they're trying to do. They're trying to make us, and it makes us all look bad when there's one bad seed. So I'm tired of shit like that. That's annoying. I'm tired of these YouTubers that on fucking Twitter posting their score to the Destiny beta, ruining like it's a beta. Why are you trying to be so MLG? Like, what happened to playing your games for fun? Like, people constantly leave me messages and comments. It's been like 2-3 days, why haven't you posted a video? Because believe it or not, I'm still a gamer. I don't want to make videos all the time, and I'm playing my games for fun. It's not all about the money for me. And I don't get it, man. Like, chill the fuck out. Everything don't gotta be MLG. Just stop being such losers, bro. Like,
right. That's why live streaming, at least, I don't know about y'all, but for me, that kind of still lets me interact with my subs and viewers, and we can still just play video games like normal and have a good time, and we don't have to necessarily put out a video just because you all are asking for it and because it's been like a week or so. So I think that's why a lot of people also like streaming more, because they could at least play the game and they don't have to edit or do anything else, even though, people don't edit videos anyways. But at least, they just get to play the game like normal. No, it's not a shot at anybody.
Well, I'm not gonna say his name. I don't think he wants us to put that business out there. Somebody's admitted that it's not a lot of editing. It's not a lot of hard work, but I don't think his sub should hear that. I don't want to put him on blast.
Come on, me.
Nah. I ain't gonna say his name. I'm gonna leave that alone. What's the name? That's all I have to say about that YouTuber shit. I think there's a lot of positive influences, but there's a lot of negative shit going on. I think what it is people are like, this is still like a new business, a new industry. People are kind of oblivious to the power and the influence that they have, and I think it's time that people start to wake up and realize what they do does matter. These little kids are running around doing and playing games because you said so, and just start telling the truth. Stop doing shady shit for money, because it's making us all look bad, and these big publications are jumping on ass. Y'all have anything else y'all want to add? Because that's all I got on my notes.
That's it for me, man.
Tick.
I'm good, man.
All right, since we are all out of things to talk about, I'd like to thank you guys for listening. This has been Gaming Illuminati episode 29. Tick, you got the floor. Can we get your closing statement for tonight's episode? Go.
Glad we finally did another podcast. They want to apologize that we went in on the subscribers. We weren't supposed to. But it was a long time, man. It was a long time, and we had some bot up reach, from our streams and tweets and some from my videos. So we just addressed and forgot. So my bad, our bad. Hope you enjoyed it. Other than that, because we did bring some good news and all that good stuff. But that's all I got. These hoes ain't loyal.
And Jay, what's your closing statement for tonight's episode?
Support Nintendo.
This guy.
All right.
We didn't even have any Nintendo news today. Go ahead. It was nothing.
I know, right? Yeah, they've been quiet. But anyways, thank you all for listening, still rocking with us. I know this has been about 3 weeks, but we got y'all. Things happen. We're still here. And hey, we about to try to make some moves, man. So we may have something down the pipe. Stay tuned. And that's all I gotta say.
True. We can't talk about all the movies that we making. You know what I'm saying? We on the come out now. All I got to say for episode 29 is let's go ahead and turn that sad music on. During the live stream, somebody lost their life. See, while we was having that little incident, we caught some people talking shit in the chat, and they had to get IP banned. You know who you are, nigga. This is for you. Bitch ass nigga. This has been Gaming Illuminati episode 29.
Why didn't you just play it in the video, though?
Oh, man. Yeah, he's about to play the music.
This has been episode 29. I'd like to thank you guys for listening. Remember that the show is available on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher Radio. Links to all that in the description box below. Once again, thanks for listening, guys, but we are out this bitch.